Hello, everybody. Manly is here, and welcome back to another episode of Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. And continuing where we left off, we need to find a way out of this mountain cave and return to Fort Jericho, because we found something disturbing while in this cave, and that was Miss Helen Priest, who we were guided to by the ghost of her dead husband, who has been dead for over 7 years now. And the interesting thing about Miss Priest is that she's able to see not only the ghost of her husband, but Antea as well. And we learned that her in-command counterpart, Captain Pennington, essentially caused the specters to attack, and those specters bear some sort of revenge against Captain Pennington. So let's make our way out and confront the good captain about what is it
broken.
exactly
That gate will ever open again.
would cause these specters to want revenge on him. Perhaps betrayal?
I know.
Okay, just some supplies in there.
Impressive. You Banishers are quite something.
That's all her.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
We'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies.
What's this? Shipping plan, February 1688. New Eden, City and Farms, 134 pounds. Europe, 458 pounds. Boston, 202 pounds. In January, they shipped 108 pounds to New Eden, 414 pounds to Europe, and 154 pounds to Boston. Of December, the previous year, 123 pounds to New Eden, 434 pounds to Europe, and 235 pounds to Boston. Nothing really out of the ordinary there.
All of this for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end.
And the snowfall is getting heavier as we descend down the mountain back to Fort
You may leave the
Jericho.
crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me. Open the gates!
Priests? What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Okay. So we not only have this main quest
Where are the
here.
others? Williams and the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Abbott to bring it back.
But we also have a secondary haunting quest too that we'll want to complete. But I think we should first see what Captain Pennington has in store. But we have a general goods here.
Greetings. Welcome to Ingersoll's General Store. I'm Bathsheba Ingersoll, the owner. What can I get you? A comb, perhaps?
A comb. Very funny. Red McRaith, and pleased to meet you.
I met your friend Miss Duarte briefly in New Eden Town. I'm so sorry for your loss. She seemed a vibrant and resolute young woman.
And she seemed eager to leave town as quickly as possible.
Tell me about your store. Tell me about you.
The original Ingersoll's in Boston was grand and fine, but it burned in the North Square fire of '91. We moved to New Eden with Nathaniel. But before Natty could return home, my husband died. Then came the curse. And now here we are. Welcome to Ingersoll's of Fort Jericho.
You never wanted to do anything else.
My husband was prosperous and affluent. I was young and clever. We made an excellent match. He taught me everything I know. The store is my business. My legacy. My story. It is who I am. I don't like running a store. I love it.
The shopkeeper must hear everything that goes on. Tell me something interesting. Just between us.
You assume me to be a gossip monger?
What do you wish to know?
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He lets me trade. I like the man. He says Ingersoll's store is good for the fort. I very much agree.
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
I like her, though she's impetuous. Terse, even. She fancies herself a leader when she should know her place, and that place is below the captain. Thinking about it, no, I don't think I do like her.
Interesting.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
Well, it's cold. Folk are hungry more often than not. I've little to tell you won't hear from someone else. But Ingersoll's is open, so all is well with me.
Okay. Let's see what Ingersoll has to offer.
Shall we trade?
I rather think we should, sir. What interests you?
We have a neutral disposition with her, which is great. And she does sell a couple of different trinkets. A spirit pick, which is a rare amulet that gives us a little bit of attribute increases, but most importantly, 40 vitality increase. Damage dealt by Red and Antea is increased up to 20% the lower the spirit gauge. That's pretty good. Zen Mind is a rare decoction that gives 155 health recovery. And hitting an enemy with a rifle stock attack reloads the rifle. Rifle weak spot damage is increased by 20%, which is really good, I would say. Because then you can spam pretty easily the rifle attack. We also have a rare brooch, Red Goddess, and that increases our manifestation damage, also increasing vitality and persistence by quite a bit. Manifestation's damage is increased by 100%, but cooldowns are increased by 100%. That's actually really good too, especially with our leap ability. Our leap already comes back really quick and does an extreme amount of damage. But what I really like is this decoction. Let's go ahead and buy that, shall we? And then we'll buy the spirit pick and then the red goddess brooch.
I must take my leave.
And may God go with you.
All right, so Bathsheba had quite a bit to
No
offer.
Ferdinando here.
Let's see. I do like that. And yeah, that does bring our strength down a bit, but our dexterity goes up. I do like the rifle. I think the rifle is probably like the funnest weapon to use in the game. We have a shelter in here that we have yet to unlock, but let's talk to Captain Pennington and get this story mission complete. What's this? Note regarding archives. Reply archives. Whichever records, reports, and other documents were transported from New Eden are now locked upstairs in the armory. For access, see me, Captain Pennington. Wonder why he did that. Probably to control the amount of information.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. Raith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit. Welcome to the last stand, Raith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come. Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
It is if you will not act. You're the officer, take command. Surely you can't intend to do nothing.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. No Smith gathered the board and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for Boston.
They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are against the wall.
As the commanding officer, you must know all the local lumps and bumps.
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves. I have other priorities.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tales.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. It is good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
I don't know if you guys remember Pennington from the first episode, but he had a much different composure than he does now. And it's interesting to see the development of the characters from when they first interacted with us to essentially now. And something definitely has Pennington spooked.
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
You must at least try.
We lack much, yet we are still alive. How is that, do you think? We hold till the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
I can't imagine that we're really to be at fault here.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
Interesting. We attained a new hint about Helen as well. Helen Priest never recovered from the death of her husband. Capable and careful, and dressed for the fight, Helen Priest suffers no fools. Bold and confident, she moves with purpose and holds your gaze. But something dark hides behind the cool exterior. Pain, loss, a secret longing. All right. To break free of the mines, Antea knocked down a wall. The two couples returned to Fort Jericho. With Helen Priest's approval, Red gained entry and went to talk to the now darkly pessimistic and distrusting Captain Pennington. The captain granted Red permission to stay. Okay. A map of the mines. The captain has very nice quarters indeed. Nicer than most.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
Behind all the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
Alright, let's return to our quarters.
Could be worse. Could be underground.
What do we have here? Looks like a King James Bible, and it is. Okay. All right. And let's rest. We can upgrade a couple of things. Let's upgrade our rifle. Because we have plenty of ethereal bone fragments and soul shards. All right. So we need more ethereal bone fragments for both. And we can upgrade our Bane ring as well. Let's do that. Wonderful. And we are definitely a rifle build. Let's go find this secondary haunting. Which involves that ghost that we found last episode, who was looking for a person named Ferdinando Miller. And let's track that.
You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McRaith, a Banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me. You should feel right at her. John Rumble.
What's the word round here?
Look around you. We're barely hanging on. You'll have to be Miller to enjoy this situation.
The merchant?
Aye, the freedman. He's the only one who'll leave Fort Jericho with more than he came with. Some people have all the luck.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
What about him?
I don't know. Is he a good commander? Do you like him? Does he have secrets, that kind of thing?
If, say, I thought him a blockhead, then I'd not say so. If, say, it was my wife's stupid idea for me to join the train band, I'd not say that neither.
Guy's kind of an asshole.
Can you tell me anything about Helen Priest?
A bold woman, clever too. I'll be glad to take her orders.
I'm interested in Sebastian Priest. Do you know him?
I did not, but I know the lieutenant's name. We all do. Died a hero. Call comfort to Helen, no doubt.
Okay. I guess we're gonna ask him about his wife.
Are you a married man, John?
Aye, to Abigail. I count myself lucky. Are you married yourself, Mr. McRaith?
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men. Men are fallible.
Do I detect a hint of regret?
Regret? Oh, I've no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
Much respect, John. Much respect. But Antea, some words for her. I thought that we
May
were...
you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good is of God.
Much closer than that.
How often, Abigail, must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days, I shall poison your soup.
The day before, I'll take you to the highest cliff and push you off it.
An interesting marriage
Please
indeed.
excuse my husband. He really is as unpleasant as he sounds. And who are you, then?
Well, your
Red
husband.
McRaith, ma'am. I'm a banisher.
Are you indeed? Pleased to meet you, Mr. Banisher. I'm Abigail Rumble. Thanks to you, me and my husband should soon be able to go back to our mountains.
Your husband does hold you in high esteem, though, so that's something to be proud of.
You and your husband prefer an isolated life outside the fort.
I have a roof above my head, my belly is rarely empty, and I live by my beliefs. We suffered for many years. By comparison, this is bliss.
Do you not find it dangerous out here? Just the two of you alone.
I thank you for your concern, but we live how we live, and it makes us quite contented.
Your husband won't mind us talking.
No, why would he? We are faithful and trustworthy, as I'm sure are you.
She doubts your intentions.
No need to worry about me, ma'am. I'm spoken for.
Good. We understand one another. My husband and I are very close. Very close indeed.
Then you have my admiration. Sustaining such closeness takes much tolerance and hard work.
You don't know how good you've got it.
Anything talk-worthy round these parts?
Ferdinando Miller has been the talk of the town lately. He has had much good fortune, and many resent him for it. I like the lad. He's polite, helpful, listens to his customers. He deserves no backbiting.
That's interesting because that's exactly who we're trying to find.
What's your thoughts on Pennington? A good leader?
He gave John a job. That was good. We hadn't worked since we left the Bly place. He saw John's promise and gave him his chance. I'd say he's a good leader.
Helen Priest seems to get the work done.
The captain trusts her with his life. So do I. John adores her. When the fort was attacked, she proved us right. I like having a strong woman in charge.
As do I, Abigail. As do I.
I'll let you get back to your day, madam.
If you need anything, feel free to ask.
Okay. So, interesting relationship they have. And we learned a little bit about Ferdinando as well. That he recently came into an abundance of wealth and has been doing very well for himself. Even given the unfortunate demise of his supposed lover, Rebecca. Oh, and this is Captain Pennington. Okay, we're just going to leave him. So find Ferdinando Miller's store.
Good day, sir. Nathaniel Sather at your service. What can I do for you?
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McRaith, by the way. The Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's important to you.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more lively. A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life. The music, the colour and the splendour, the dance of commerce. The flower sellers' forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
What are you doing here then?
I'm the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return, but Mr. Ingersoll died. I extended my stay. They took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have is my Thomas, my closest friend.
You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the back legs off a two-footed donkey. But I bet you listen too. What do you hear hereabouts?
Oh, little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble to the train band, which means nothing at all to me. I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe the militia will be good for him.
Huh? Never know who'll take to soldiering.
You say that, and I defer to your experience, but I'm sure it's not for me.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
The captain? I've not a single bad word to say about that dismally antiquated, superannuated old man. His depth of experience is inspiring, although I shudder to think what those experiences have done to him. But we should respect our elders. We should listen to their point of view, and then ignore it as we look to the future.
What do you think of Helen Priest, then?
I'd put her in charge if I could. She's bright, trustworthy, thinks for herself. She's not married to old doctrine. People here are desperate. They're sick, they need courage. And Helen Priest fears nothing.
More generally, how fares Fort Jericho?
It's cold. Our clothes are inelegant, the walls are drab. There's no music, no conviviality. There's no gaiety. Boston isn't much of a city, but I miss it. I wonder what I could make of this place were I allowed.
You can paint a turnip red, but it still won't be an apple.
True, but stack enough red-painted turnips about the place, and even the douriest Scotsman shall surely crack a smile.
All right.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
And I for yours. Take care.
Getting to know the people of this good place is quite beneficial. But let's see if we can't find Ferdinando Miller. Can't even interact with that gentleman. Okay, nothing here. Okay, a couple of supplies in there. What's on this notice board? Okay, the archives. What is this? White's letter for William's family, June or July 1695. Madam, though you do not know me, and I not you, I am told by my commander officer that you are betrothed to young Talbot Williams of the New Eden train band, a good man and brave. It is sad indeed that he is dead. On a sortie into the wilds in search of ammunition, young Williams and his comrades were beset by enemies most terrible. Alas, it pains me to tell you that they fell. We shall remember young Talbot as a man always quick to volunteer, and never complaining, no matter the hardship imposed upon him for his service. There is not a soul in the train band who did not consider him a friend. Yours in our shared sorrow, Andrew White. What a terrible notification to receive, especially in that context. Note about the armory. Take note, the building is ramshackle. Access upstairs is restricted. Danger. Objects falling. Okay. Still no sight of Ferdinando Miller. Or his store.
The store? Ferdinando's? Closed. Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Okay, let's see.
Looking.
Deed of ownership herewith remarked and confirm that ownership of the store heretofore known as the property of Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave now passes entirely and without encumbrance to Fernando Miller, confirmed by the relevant legal authority, meaning me, to be registered as is required when circumstances permit, as Pennington. So it looks like Miller benefited from Hardgrave's death and got her house.
He's organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Amulet. A piece of wood carved in the form of an amulet, but not yet finished.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
And he works hard to keep it away.
What is he afraid of? What don't we know? Let's search the store. He's making useless trinkets.
Stock to trade. He hasn't unpacked it.
Maybe he intends to move on. And who could blame him?
Let's see. That unlocked a way for us to go around. If Ferdinando is not here, then where?
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy.
Ferdinando's Register, June 18th, Ingersoll Shop, Luggage and Jewelry Box, 5 and 50. June 19th, Blacksmith, Luggage and Furnitures, 7 and 9. June 23rd, misspelled, Ingersoll Shop, Rebecca's Paintings and Portrait, 3rd and 10. June 24th, Blacksmith, Rebecca's Calligraphy Kit, 1 and 4th. So he's selling off Rebecca's stuff as well.
He's doing surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Rebecca Hardgrave's will, last will and testament. I, Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave, in the town of New Eden, being of sound mind and firm intention, bequeath to Fernando Miller, in the eventuality of my death, my entire estate, including, but not limited to, the following items: a jewelry box, which I believe he sold, painting and mirror, which I believe he also sold, a collection of books, baggage and their contents, calligraphy set, sundry furniture, any and all cash money as held in my possession or in my business or with any bank. Which, all this stuff he has sold and came into all her cash and the rest of her
Rebecca's
estate.
will. She was rich. She left him a lot.
That's where he got the inventory.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A Banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McRaith.
If you are a Banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
Aye. I know about Rebecca. It was she who sent me to find you.
She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
If not for love, why did she bequeath you her fortune?
Whichever. It matters not. You're a banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales. To the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
Let's see what he has to sell.
Stuff looks good. Let's trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Okay, and he just sells the basic assortment of supplies.
A storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. He saw me as a man and signed the papers to say so. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
What think you of Helen Priest?
I don't think of Helen Priest. I stay out of her way. I hope she'll stay out of mine.
How are things in the fort, by your estimation?
Look around you. Things are desperate. Have you heard the sound of their bodies crashing against the wood? I am a man of courage. I have endured much. But this, it undoes me. I don't know what you people have done to this country, but there's little hope and no way out.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept.
All right.
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
So let's go search Ingersoll's and the forge.
He'd sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Is he wiping the slate clean and moving on?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
Right. What do we have here?
A note?
Let's see.
Theodore's note. Joseph, I received the things you owed me. They're good. I thought you a liar. It seems you were not. Rebecca's slave, Fernando, was not satisfied with his dead mistress's fortune. By Pennington's order, he is a free man now, and a merchant to boot. The shite shall be the end of us, mark me. Anyways, we are quits, you and I. Until next, we shuffle cards in the barrack with the men. I'll fleece you then once more. Theodore S.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Let's search Ingersoll's as well. Oh, that's Helen Priest. Okay.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room.
Nothing there. Maybe
Banisher?
that's Sheba? Okay, does not.
I must take my leave.
Thank you for your...
Alright. But we did get a couple of hints about the characters that we are working with. So, at the store, Fernando Miller's welcome was less than warm, nor was he pleased to hear his lover's name. He hired Red to banish her ghost. The investigation began. And what we know so far is that Fernando Miller was enslaved and Rebecca Hargrave was his owner. But yet she was very much in love with him. And a strong-willed and sharp, well-dressed man who is eloquent. He has the confidence of a man who has the money and the suspicion of someone who once did not. And Fernando Miller inherited Rebecca Hargrave's wealth. Fernando Miller is also trying to rid himself of her as his ghost. Okay, let's go check the barracks.
I sense the vivid echo of a ghost's memory.
Private Talbot Williams' letter. My sweet Ethel, some of my comrades are sick. I can do nothing for them, squeamish as I am. Matthew spent the night at the nurse's side, carrying spew in buckets. A good man, though he speak little. I am cold, I am hungry, I am tired, and there is fighting yet to do. Your Talbot. I don't want that one. I want to read this one. Private Matthew's poetry. Sickness of a soldier. Shadows start to sing. The sky is falling. The days turn into nights. The specters are at my door. I hear them clawing at the gates. I can run, but I know I'll never escape. The shadows are my friends. I hear them calling out my name. I'm a living shell with no soul, just a ghost haunting his own house. I walk towards death, breathing my last breath. Mother used to say, death is on only our horizon. I used to be afraid, but now I'm ready for my sun to set. Letter from Cotton Peabody's sister. My dearest Cotton, I know it's been a long time, and I know you asked me not to write you anymore, but you broke my heart the day you asked me to stop contacting you. I shall try one last time. I am sorry to learn about your health, and I hope you will recover soon. Errol and I have a little girl. I know you never accepted my love for him, but we are happily married. We named our child Mary, like our beloved grandmother. We live in a beautiful little house. We have a cow and 7 chickens, and Errol has found work as a blacksmith. It is not an easy life, but we have food on our table and a fire in our hearth. I feel happy and loved, and I would like for you to feel the same. I will try to send you some money. Until we hear from you, your worried sister, Waverly.
The quill resonates. An echo, perhaps.
Okay, let's read what the quill was writing. Official document. The death of Private Forbury, according to Forbury's wishes, to award his military exploits during the Battle of Bloody Brook, Teddy, the Shadow, is appointed to be the owner of Forbury's late properties, including his rifle. May the Shadow carry this fine gun with honor. Interesting.
A strong memory clings to this place.
Let's reveal this.
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
So he completed the portrait for Fernando. And knowing she loved him, Fernando Miller pretended to love Rebecca Hardgrave too. Fernando Miller pretended to love her so he could inherit her wealth. Far from the ideal love match described by Rebecca Hardgrave, the Banishers learned that Fernando had, in fact, been her slave. Eager to claim his freedom and a prosperous future with it, he pretended to love her too. It is a interesting position to be in, right? If I can get it, right? Obviously, I can't say I understand, having never been a slave, but understanding the history of slavery, I can see why he would pretend to love her in order to better benefit himself. However, her love was genuine, and if Fernando had purposefully or maliciously acted to cause Rebecca's death, then I feel as if there's no other thing to do but blame him, right? Had she died of natural causes and he just got away with the fortune, fine. Lying about loving her, okay, do what you have to do. But that is an interesting perspective, though.
Banisher?
Folk talk about you. About your past.
I know what they say. They say I am a murderer. They are wrong. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
You're paying for this. This is the work. But I get the feeling it's the result that interests you, not the method. You want me to finish the job, then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch, and let's get it over with.
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! end this.
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave. I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
Neither one deserves to be either blamed or banished, so we're just going to ascend Rebecca. Easy choice.
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fardy Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fardy. For everything.
Go in peace.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world.
I wholeheartedly disagree. Yeah, the Banishers gave Rebecca Hardgrave her assent. Fernando Miller was displeased. Yes, you can make the argument that she could deserve her banishing as a slave owner, and that she purposefully kept Ferdinando enslaved to satiate her own love. Sure. But I think it's a little bit more nuanced than that. And that Fernando, as unfortunate as his life was made better off because of Rebecca. And I think that's something to consider in our judgment for allowing her to ascend.
What do you want?
You'll forgive me for this, but being a merchant here in New Eden seems a difficult calling.
I can't decide if you keep asking me that because you're judging me, or because you're judging New Eden. I suggest you judge New Eden. I have goods. I have money. Land too, though it's worthless now. I work hard. Why wouldn't I trade? The captain has no problem with it, and neither should you.
I never said we had a problem with it, Fernando. Let's see
Stuff
how
looks
much
good.
more it's going to cost
Let's
us.
trade.
Now, my friend, we are conversing.
Just one more. Okay. Yeah, we are ill-favored with him, which, again, I don't know if it's entirely warranted.
Farewell to you, Mr. Miller, sir.
Don't hurry back.
Because again, we got rid of her for him, just not the way he wanted. So I think it's a little interesting that he's kind of hostile towards us. But yeah, like, I think there's an argument for both ways. But there's a lot of nuance and a lot of factors to consider than it just being as black and white as you want it to be. Okay, so our rest. Let's check out our evolution. And what can we do? Probably one of these, huh? I'll do that one. Okay. And I'm sure we'll have a cutscene here, perhaps? No? Rest? Oh, it wants us to actually rest. Okay.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait. What did you think of the captain?
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry spectres, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark, with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me, you haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
Perhaps the meaning of our meeting is ours to define. Then time moves on.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse, yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick. He buried them all, and then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
Much goes on around here, and you seem to know about all of it.
I try, and I could do something about it if the captain was out of the way.
What brought you to New Eden?
I came with Sebastian, willingly, mind you. My father was a soldier. I knew there'd be travel. Sebastian courted me for 3 years. I swore when we married I'd follow him to the end of the earth. And here we are.
How's morale about the fort?
The fort has known better days. Not many, mind. It's always been miserable. Folk deserve better. They fought so hard and lost so much. The captain must show them a future.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
Alright, so we completed isolation, and we have a new quest, A Flame in the Dark, with the objective of finding the entrance to the mines. But with that, we shall save it until next time. As always, I appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.